Hello and welcome back to another week in my life vlog. Alex here. Welcome if you're new here or you clicked on this vlog because you saw the New York City bakery tour. Welcome, my name is Alex. I'm a content creator based here in New York City and Brooklyn to be specific. I use this channel as my creative outlet and a space to make useful and entertaining content about things that I'm passionate about, like food, wine, fragrance, etc., things that are going on in my life in this chapter and living in New York City. So like I said in this week's vlog, there is a New York City bakery tour. I put in the timestamps for that if you want to just skip to that. But if you want to enjoy the rest of the vlog, starting now with a couple clips from my week, including this girl dinner that I had earlier this week with a gamay, a glass of gamay, and some cookies for dinner. Shout out to girl dinner. And while I did include the timestamps, and I do want this video to be useful for those visiting New York or in New York that want to try new bakeries, I would hope that you stick around if you like it here. Maybe this video is an intro to my channel for you, and you stick around, subscribe, like, and show some love. Thanks so much for watching. Hello and welcome back to another week in my life vlog. I am actually kind of making a little bit of a detour from usual vlog. There's going to be usual vlog pieces in here, but we're also doing a bakery tour, NYC Bakery tour this week. It is Saturday, March 1st, and I am dressed and ready to go out. We've had warmer weather this week. We're turning a corner. I know there'll be some more cold. It's actually supposed to go down to like 20 degrees tonight. But we've had some warmer weather and it's been sunny and nicer. It's not as sunny today. Just opening the blinds there. But it's not as sunny today, but sunny enough and warm enough. I'm going to put on like a lighter coat over this, like a little, like just piece of outerwear. I'm going to put on something over this and I think I should be good. And head to a couple bakeries to pick up some pastries and grab some content. So yeah, let's do it. So before I headed into the city, I stopped at Say, which is a awesome coffee shop in my neighborhood. I love their coffee, so I grabbed some coffee beans for my house, but I also grabbed a latte. I needed some fuel to get through this tour. Then I headed into the city and stopped in Nolita at my first stop, which was Librae Bakery. This is a woman founded and owned, from what I understand, Bahraini bake shop that's been here for a couple of years, at least since I moved back or shortly after a couple years ago. And I will say I love them because they have really great pastries and like there's no argument about that. However, I haven't always had the best experiences here, and then there's also sometimes a line in like prime hours when folks could actually go to a bakery like on the weekends. But if you do have the luxury of visiting during a weekday and going when there's not a line, they are really good pastries, really interesting flavors and just very inspired by culture. They have some focaccias in there, some cookies with really interesting flavors. I ended up getting a Lumi babka, which reminded me a lot of like a cardamom bun, and that was really good. I left there and went over to Le Apartment 4A. This is a bakery that just expanded into the city. They're based in Brooklyn, and they're known for croissants, cookies, great vibes, being really cute. And I thought it was really interesting that they found out after they got this new location that it used to be James Beard's apartment, which is really interesting, but great experience, super cute. I made a little pit stop at Sephora because I needed some moisturizer. I needed the water bank. I get the middle one, the moisture cream, the one that's not too thick, not too thin. After that, I headed over to Long Island City to Ghaya, which is my last stop on the tour. So Ghaya is from Chef Ghaya Oliveira. I had heard about Chef Ghaya from going to dine at restaurant Danielle years ago when she was the pastry chef there. And I was so happy when I heard that she was opening this shop in Long Island City. It would be nice to have it in the city, but I feel like it's just in a really good spot there. And Long Island City just has like its own vibe. Of all the bakeries I'd been to on this very short tour, this had the best vibe. Chef Ghaya was there. I got a croque madame, I got the vitamin C fruits, and I got a maple roll, and everything was delicious. There was room to sit outside, the sun was beaming, and it was just such an awesome experience. Can't recommend this enough. Alrighty, and just like that, gone to 3 bakeries, ran a couple errands, sat down and enjoyed some of the food from the bakery, and it's not even 1 o'clock in the afternoon on Saturday. All that to, ooh, that scared me. All that to say, shout out to my morning people. 100% a morning person. Like, I was like, am I gonna have the energy to go all these places? I absolutely did. So let's do a little Halyana from this little bakery tour and what we had going on today. So before I get into the bakery stuff, I told you guys a couple vlogs ago I was looking for my Muji notebooks, and I was close to ordering them online, but I was like, just be patient. I'm sure I can find them in the store again. And lo and behold, they were in the store. So I started off at one bakery this morning and then basically like walked across town. So I walked from like Astor Place, where the first bakery I went to, Librae, was, and then ended up walking over to where Le Apartment 4F is. Well, their Manhattan location, because I've been to the one in Brooklyn. They have one in Brooklyn. Now they just launched one, and they just opened one in the Village. It's like literally, I didn't realize where it was because I haven't been yet. But, well, I haven't been to that location yet. I'd been to Le Apartment 4F, but I didn't realize it was literally right next door to Rosemary. It's like, I'm always in that area. I love the Cinderella over there. There's a QQ Nails that I go to right there. And then also the flower and coffee shop right there. Oh my gosh, why can't I remember the name of it? It'll come to me, but if you know, you know. Like, that little area is so cute. So I walked over there, but then I was like, I'm already over here. I wasn't sure if I wanted to go get breakfast because going a little bit more west would just land me right over near RH Guest House. But I was like, I don't want that breakfast this week. Like, sometimes it's just enough. You know what I mean? So I was like, well, let me just walk over that way because there's a Sephora over there. By the time I get over there, Sephora will be open because I needed to get some moisturizer from Sephora. I also remembered Muji is now in Chelsea Market, which is very convenient. So I walked up to Chelsea Market and I got these notebooks at Muji and nothing else. But the teller did tell me that I smell good, and I told her thank you so much. That's the best compliment. But I'm actually wearing Amouage Overture. No, I'm actually wearing Amouage Guidance today. Almost the last of the sample that I got when I ordered samples like months ago. But Guidance is so strong and just like really lasts. Like, I had it on a piece of outerwear. Like, I put it on a couple days ago, and that's what made me think to wear it. I was like, this is crazy that after months, this still smells like Guidance. I mean, it smells really good too. So I was like, let me put on a little Guidance. I will say I was overdressed for today. It's warming up, but I asked the machine that starts with an A, not the one that starts with an S, what the temperature was and what the high was today. I'm looking in the app. It says the high is 59. It's going to go up to 59 midday, and it's going to drop down to 20 at night. She tells me that it's 49 degrees. The high is 49 degrees. Girl. So I dressed for 49 degrees, right? Because I'm like, I'm not trying to get caught slipping. Hold on. Okay, I got a phone call and I needed to be using my mic. I have been so bad about this, and I chose to film the first part of this vlog as just like for voiceover. Number one, so I could take my time with it and work with the clips that I have. But number two, because I completely forgot my mic, and I went to record some while I was walking, and I didn't have my mic with me. And to be fair, I did change purses this morning, and I completely thought I had everything transferred over, and I didn't. But yeah, either way, I was a little bit overdressed, but by the time I got home, it was fine. But I do want to share with you all what I got on my little bakery tour. I was so excited to do this, and a while back, I had done a bakery tour like before I had even moved back, and just like things in the city change so rapidly. You know, there's always like, hold on, can I stick this to the thing? Okay. So yeah, things are always changing in the city, so I figured it's fine to update it. So let's see what I got. Okay, so the first stop I made was to Librae. Might I add, I'm pretty sure all three of these are like woman-owned bakeries, which is so nice. I was trying to get their Ramadan Pop-Tart special for my boyfriend, but they didn't have it when I went, so I didn't get that. But I did, however, I got their Lumi Babka, which looks kind of like a cardamom babka. Let's see. This is Lumi Babka. And love cardamom buns, love cardamom. I also wanted to include La Cabra Bakery in this and Bread's Bakery. Bread's Bakery was my last tour, but I didn't go to them then. I feel like 3 is a nice solid number, and these are all women owned partially. I think the apartment 4F is like a woman and her husband, which I'll allow it. You know what I mean? And then Ghaya, I'll tell you a little bit more about that. And then Librae as well. Croissant. Oh my gosh, it's so crispy. Do you hear that? Oh my gosh, crispy outside. I know it's buttery and soft on the inside. Okay, so that's Librae. I will say, I feel like Librae's products are nice. The experience, I've been there a couple times, and I want to have like a really good experience there, and I have not had that yet, but I cannot knock them on the quality of their pastry or like I don't want to say atmosphere, but like the aesthetic of the place. The aesthetic of the place is great, but I think they blew up really fast, and there's often a line, and it's just not this, like, I've gone a couple times and was able to like have like a shorter line or no line, with just like strategically trying to go at a better time. Like this morning, I was there like 9:45 in the morning. They open at 8. So, you know, it's kind of chill, but it started to have a line like right when I was walking in. And because there's a line, I guess they have, I don't know what the door issue is, but some guy comes shouting and he's like, please don't hold the door open. I mean, he wasn't mean, but he was just like stern. He was like, please don't hold the door open. Please don't hold the door open. And like, fair enough. You know what I mean? Like, be for real. Like sometimes you need to just like abide by certain rules in places. But for some reason the vibe is just always off when I go there. I just want to have a really good experience one of the times that I go there. So yeah, like I had a cardamom latte there that had like pieces of cardamom in it, or like, I don't know what it was. I had a not a very good latte there one time. I've had like multiple experiences where it's just like not great. Something about the like line purchasing experience, and then there's of course not enough seating. This is to recommend them to you, not say they're bad. Let me just, I don't know how to package this up, but I just need to get it off my chest, but I'll figure it out later. Let's continue the haul because my camera's about to die. So that was Librae, and then I went to the apartment 4F, and I also got a croissant there. Very nice flaky croissant as well. You hear the crackle. Oh yeah, very nice. Beautiful croissant. They're very popular, from what I understand, for their chocolate chip cookies as well. So I got a chocolate chip cookie. Looks very good. It's good. I remember it being different. I feel like I remember that cookie being different. Maybe I'm wrong. I like, you know, like brown butter, gooey, like wrinkly cookies. I don't know why I remember their cookies being like that. I'm gonna check on that. And then my last stop was at Ghaya, where I got, it's a maple roll bun. Very crackly, crispy outside as well. I'm sure it's buttery and soft on the inside. Ugh, look at that. And then I also got their only vitamin C fruits. Oh, wow. Their only vitamin C fruits. I've eaten more than half of this. And I got a croque madame. Fun fact about me. A croque madame is one of my favorite French things ever. Okay? If it originated in France or not. Like the French have like taken it to another level. that ham and cheese sandwich with the egg on top, every time. Every time. And that was right on time because I recently went to Lafayette. I think I featured them in my last bakery tour as well. But Lafayette is still one of my favorite restaurants in the city. I recently went to Lafayette. Been going to Lafayette for about 10 years, right? They've had this croque madame on the menu for so long. They changed their croque madame. And I literally sent it back and ordered a burger. Mind you, before they changed this croque madame, best croque madame I'd ever had at a restaurant. Not gonna lie. So the downfall of Lafayette's croque madame, it's not going to make, like, the having the croque madame at the Ghaya bakery is not going to make up for it, but it was a nice surprise this morning. Very easy handheld croque madame, just out of this world. Ghaya is out in Long Island City, so it was more of a trek to get there, but it was 100% worth it. I've been wanting to go there for the longest because the chef who opened it, I had her desserts the one time that I dined at Restaurant Danielle. I was with my cousin and my friend Yasmin just for dessert. We had dessert for like 2 hours. First of all, we had the cheese cart, we had our main desserts, and then we had like madeleines and petit fours, like in the mignardises and stuff that they send out. Those desserts were so out of sight. I went out to Long Island City to this lady's bake shop today. That's how fire they were. Like, her work is just, she's a maestro. You know what I mean? She has found her calling. She's doing the right thing. This is what God intended for her to be doing in life. I have no doubt. So that's all that I got from the bakeries today. So it's like maple bun, lumi babka, chocolate chip cookie, 2 croissants, and then I got the croque madame and the fruit. And it was actually really fun, like being out early in the morning. It's warming up outside, so everybody's tripping, like everybody's outside. I saw no less than like 50 people running. That's not an exaggeration. Now, did I walk from Astor Place all the way over to Chelsea Market? And it's early in the morning on a Saturday when it's finally warm, so it's easy to see 50 people running? Yes. However, I think it proves the point that like people are very excited that it's warming back up in New York City. So yeah, this isn't going to close out this vlog, but I'm going to stop here and go ahead and let my camera charge, take some other footage of these pastries, and I need to clean up and get ready to host a little bit later today. So yeah, TTYL. Hello, welcome back. I am popping in here to go ahead and close out this week's vlog. I feel like the meat of this vlog is definitely going to be the bakery tour, which was my intention, but wanted to have some usual vlog moments in here, keep the vlogs rolling. It is now Wednesday, March 5th, and just wanted to come on and close this out. I had a great workout Monday morning and had to go in office on Monday, and then like right after that started feeling not so great. On Monday afternoon, I started having a headache and like felt a little wonky. Went to bed early, took some medicine for a headache. And then yesterday, I just was not feeling great. But a couple things I did. I alternated some Tylenol and Advil when I was having headaches. Had my little breakfast and coffee. Stayed inside. Well, I went to the grocery store yesterday morning. That's when I really started to like feel it. I was like, oh, this does not feel great. And had like a nice little cocktail of like lemonade. I had some Simply lemonade here from when I was making cocktails when my friend Lacey visited. And then I got just fresh squeezed lemon juice from Wegmans yesterday and mixed it with my vitamin C powder, which I actually have right here. I always evangelize about this brand, Health Force, Health Force Superfoods. Yeah, Health Force Superfoods. Their vitamin C is all really bioavailable from what I understand and derived from food. So acerola cherries, camu camu, and amla. It's not the tastiest thing, but it gets the job done. I like to put it in smoothies. And yesterday I mixed it with just lemon juice, lemonade, and this, shook it up with some ice and drank it like a little cocktail. And it was not bad at all, to kind of help my immune system a little bit. And I do feel better today, but I had this, I didn't even make tea. I was just drinking hot water. And I went to bed early, cleaned out my humidifier, ran it all night, and went to bed pretty early, I'm not gonna lie, and did not work out this morning just so I could get some rest. So feeling better, but I am gonna try to take it pretty easy today with work. I have some morning meetings, and then I'm gonna just try to be a little scarce for the rest of the day to rest and do whatever I need to do to make sure my throat doesn't start hurting again and my head doesn't start hurting again, and I don't get full on sick right before my birthday. Not cool, not cool. So yeah, just wanted to come on and say thanks for hanging with me. I hope you all enjoyed the bakery tour portion of the vlog. I definitely did, and I've gotten to eat some of those pastries throughout the week, which was really great. And hope you can try out some of those bakeries if you visit the city or if you live in the city and you love a good pastry, you love a good croissant. There's so many great different styles of eating in New York City. I think that's no secret. But the bakeries are just like, I feel like it's easy access as long as you don't have to wait in a crazy long line. And it changes every couple of years, right? Because when I first moved to New York City, the biggest thing going on was the cronut, right? That was like the thing. And then since then, some other like really popular things that I can remember. Well, one really popular thing that stands out is definitely the Lafayette, like, I think it's called the Supreme, the like circle croissant with filling and everything. And to know me is to know that Lafayette is like one of my favorite restaurants in the city. It's one of the restaurants that I've visited like the most. Like whether it's making a reservation, walking in, sitting at the bar, sitting in the dining room, stopping in the bakery, whatever it may be. And I'm going to have to say that Supreme like ruined the experience of Lafayette in some aspects for me. Like, they have beautiful outdoor seating during the warm season. They have a lovely bar. There's a bartender that's worked there for so long that's so awesome. The dining room is gorgeous. They were just in And Just Like That. They were in the first season of And Just Like That in like the first or last episode, and they sat at my favorite place to sit, okay? Which is like in the corner in the front. It's a stunning restaurant, great menu, great service and everything, but the whole having that line for that Supreme there just really sucked a lot of the life out of it. But that line is rarely there anymore. And I hope that when the warm season comes back, that restaurant is a little bit more like its normal self. I've kind of gone off on a tangent. But either way, I say all that to say the Supreme at Lafayette was a popular pastry in the city. And then, you know, ever so often there's something, you know, that comes along. Another baked good that's hot right now is just pop-up bagels. Good old New York bagels are trending right now. So there's always some bread, some fresh baked bread to find in the city. So I hope you all enjoy that portion of it, and hope you'll come back for next week's vlog. If you're just popping by for some info on bakeries in New York City and you like it here, please feel free to subscribe. Check out the rest of the channel. And if you're just stopping by, I appreciate that as well. So I will see y'all next Sunday. Have a great rest of your week. Bye.